What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topic, tweets, videos you want me to talk about tomorrow? Hey guys, today is Thursday, November 21st, and yeah, I got a nice surprise for you guys, a nice little gift for you to start today's video. Bam, missed the boy. His hair has grown, hasn't it, right? Since the last time you've seen him, I think it's been about 2 weeks, but yeah, his hair grows back really fast. Here's Indi. He loves you. He says hi. He's doing good. He's healthy. He was injured about a couple of weeks ago. I didn't say anything about it. He hurt his leg. I don't know what you did, but he's fine now and he's not limping anymore. But yeah, guys, here's Indi. You know what you have to do now. You have to leave a like on the video and subscribe. That's the deal. All right, guys, we got to talk about this whole MrBeast situation again. And I'm going to be completely frank and honest with you guys. It's actually starting to piss me off. It's giving me like shades of like Illuminati in terms of like how long this thing has been drawn out. It's been since like this summer and it's already November, so I'm getting kind of like mentally taxed and exhausted, but I am genuinely disappointed with MrBeast. And you guys know that's a big deal because back in the day, I was like one of MrBeast's like biggest fans, always thinking he was a net positive and doing really well around the world. But yeah, let me explain what's going on. Here's Soggy Cereal. You guys probably know him because we covered his video on Monday where he went over the debunking of a lot of Dog Pack 404's claims. Okay, we've come to find out that all those videos that started this whole MrBeast cancellation from Dog Pack 404 was actually very flimsy. I'll bet there are still some claims that are out there that still need to be addressed, but there was a lot of holes in it that made his, his argument pretty weak. It was a good video. We were already going to cover it on Monday because a lot of you guys asked me to talk about it. But then we got a tweet from Soggy Cereal where he said, "Hi everyone, there are some things that have come to my attention I found concerning. The one I personally feel most disgusted by being MrBeast DMing my video to creators instead of taking accountability for the very serious allegations he still needs to clear up a thread. He has confirmed done illegal things and showcased scummy behavior he still has not to respond to, not just for my video, but also other videos, most notably the serious allegations regarding his crypto." Anyway, Soggy said if he can DM my video to other people because it's not baseless slander, he can DM CoffeeZilla's video to other creators because it's also not baseless slander. Same thing with the comment he left on my video, suggesting like, hey, if you do like Soggy Cereal's video and you're selling it to everyone to say, hey, you should push this information out because it's actually truth, well, then you should also push out other truths as well, not just the ones that help you. Wrapping up, Soggy Cereal says Coffee's great coverage on his very shady crypto behavior is again also not baseless slander, so the comment should be on his video as well if he wanted to take some form of true accountability. The added LOL to the comment also shows the disregard for the gravity of the accusations he has to respond to. I'm not just disappointed in this recurring pattern of Jimmy not taking accountability, not just for the past months, but that again, it is happening right now. Wrapping up, he said, I also feel used, since it seems like he's using my video, which I created to inform people of Dog Pack's 404 untrustworthy nature, as well as hold MrBeast accountable for stuff he should be held accountable for as a shield, which I hate because if there's one good thing that's come out of Dog Pack's videos is that they removed Jimmy's Golden Boy Scout shield that had been protecting him from criticism for years. A shield that no one should have in the first place. To see my video be commented on and DM to other creators by him to potentially build that shield back up, this makes me feel disgusted and used. Well guys, buckle up buckaroos because MrBeast also reached out to me as well. The long and short of it was MrBeast being like, hey, did you see Soggy Cereal's video and are you going to cover it? Which I told him yes, because even before he reached out to me, you guys asked me to cover the video prior in the tweets where I guys ask you what you guys want me to talk about kind of thing. So it was already in plan and emotion. So yeah, he came in, I guess, to make sure that, all these news channels and these commentary channels were going to cover this magnificent video that basically makes him look better, which was really weird, but it was fine. It was whatever. I was already going to cover it anyway. And I guess he was coming to follow up to make sure that it was going to happen. But once I found out that he was doing this with every news and commentary channel, yeah, I got a little bit pissed off. It's very clear exactly how Soggy Cereal said that MrBeast was kind of using Soggy Cereal's video as a shield, telling people to kind of watch it because he doesn't want to say the things that, Soggy said, but he supports the things that Soggy said. But doing it like en masse in the way that he did actually feels very manipulative. If it wasn't for the fact that I was already going to cover the video before he did, it would feel like I would be being manipulated and influenced to do so. And not just as Omni, like, hey, we're best friends or something. Like, no, it feels like he was trying to tell the media to push out this information. And it feels a bit, manipulative. Some of you guys at home might argue, Omni, but MrBeast, clearly is in a situation where he wants to speak out, but he can't. So he's trying to push out information that he agrees with kind of situation, yada, yada, yada. But True accountability is not telling people to push out a message for him. True accountability is actually owning up and saying the same things. It's like hiding behind a veil. It's not being 100% honest, okay? There's definitely a little deception behind these antics of Jimmy, whether he realizes it or not. Which in my opinion, I've been telling you guys this over and over and over video, like Jimmy needs to finally respond, okay? Instead of trying to use other people as like his own mouthpiece, right? Which again feels manipulative and does not add to the narrative that he's an honest and trustworthy guy. He should be out here speaking and talking amongst himself to address the allegations that he's so terrified to, actually say. Which now leads to the actual point where, yeah, it looks like MrBeast did reach out to a few people in order to speak out and talk. One of them being MrBeast's, one of his biggest haters, More Pegasus, the guy's right, the guy where it's always over. My homie's been covering this situation, and every time he talks about MrBeast, it's officially over. It's done. He gets millions and millions of views on talking about this whole downfall situation of Jimmy, and he had this to say on his community post. He said, "So I talked about MrBeast behind the scenes in a couple of calls. We had a real genuine conversation about everything. Jimmy admits he did a lot wrong, but also wants to clarify a lot of the misinformation and lies about him as well. We had a call off the record we agreed not to record, where he had a few responses that cleared up some confusion and helped his case partly. We then set up an actual interview to post on the channel today, and I asked him about every single allegation. I prepared questions for the last 2 days. He seemed excited about finally getting his perspective out there, but literally last minute before the recorded interview, his team canceled and said they want to do an in-person interview rather than an online one. Spoilers, I don't live in America, so we can't do that. I personally don't think it makes a difference at all, and you guys wouldn't really mind an online interview. We just want him to respond," which is true. People just want to hear what Jimmy has to say and to respond to the allegations. That's it. It's been months and months and months and months. Just say it, bro. Say what's on your mind. Say what's on your chest. Say what's true. Say what's false, right? He then apologized to me for wasting my time, but yeah, that's what happened the past few days. Anyways, if he changes his mind, I'm still down. You can expect a fair interview with hard-hitting questions. I keep it real and do not bend for bigger YouTubers. It means nothing to me. I still think it's best to do it on his channel specifically, and he'd convince the most people here as it's been the forefront of the drama, but it's his decision in the end. I guess I might just cover the interview when it drops on some other channel. He hasn't decided where yet. Spoiler alert, he has, and it actually might be dropping today. In fact, it might be out by the time you watch this video, and if it is, I'll probably stream watching this freaking interview. As for Soggy Cereal's video, some things were right, but some were pretty wrong too, but feel free to watch it if you want. I may cover that later on, but I'm obviously more interested in talking to MrBeast directly at the moment so we can finally finish this saga for real. So yeah, MrBeast reached out to Pegasus and they actually completed the interview, and I guess maybe he didn't like how it went down, and he was like, you know what, actually, I don't want to do this anymore. But there is somebody that he did go to. My gang Caleb, aka Oompaville, aka, we all talked a lot when it came to the Some Ordinary podcast. I miss this guy, commentary dude, okay? One of the go-to commentary as well. Swell guy. I like that guy. Yeah, I'm gassing him up because he's the homie, all right? He is going to be the person that is interviewing MrBeast. As you guys can see, MrBeast in the background. Got the Bibles right there. Tell him to swear on the Bible. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth? So help me God. Caleb is going to be an interesting interviewer because I like him. Some people are worried because he's kind of goofy and he takes like neutral takes. So they're a little worried that he might come off a little bit passive, a little bit goofy, a little bit more of this is an entertaining type interview, as opposed to being like more objective, hard hitting, and just straightforward and straight to the point. From my interactions with Caleb, from what I've seen him on YouTube and when we've been talking on the podcast, to be honest, even though he comes off as that goofy kind of guy, he is pretty straightforward and like hard hitting when he needs to be, right? Like if he feels like he needs to be entertaining, he will. And when he feels like he needs to be like straightforward and just be like, yo, and say how it is, I do trust him to handle this interview pretty well. In fact, one of the questions that he gave a thumbs up to was think before you sleep, saying, ask him about Shadman, Image, and Chris Tyson. Okay, that is the least believable part of his defense and the most incriminating. Everyone seems to be forgetting about the fact that MrBeast very outwardly defended Chris a year before Chris got canceled, despite the fact that during that time, all of the weird lolicon shit that Chris was engaging in went viral. He can't say he didn't know about it. Someone this focused on protecting his brand would not be unaware if their best friend went viral for being into animated CP a full year before he was removed from the company for the exact same thing. Caleb said giving this a thumbs up, which means we might be getting some hard-hitting questions here in this MrBeast interview. And guys, on top of all of this freaking nonsense that's been going on, apparently he's now involved in another freaking lawsuit. Someone is suing him for, I think, one of his ex-employees. Like, man is getting sued again. So that's the MrBeast situation in a nutshell. As most of you guys probably know me by now, I'm a pretty chill guy, okay? You know, there's a lot of craziness that goes on the internet, but I kind of like chill out and be like, it is what it is. Guys, here's what you need to know to get ahead of the things. That is the craziness, but it's going to be deja vu, stay safe out in these streets kind of guy. You know, this this guy is definitely my energy. This is the meme that's been flying around all over the place. But guys, real talk, okay, unfiltered, like no cuts, no jumps, no nothing. I am terribly freaking disappointed with MrBeast. A little bit pissed off as well. And Jimmy, I know that you're watching this video as well, okay? The way that you handled this situation with Soggy Cereal's video, sneaking into people's DMs and telling them to kind of push out this information as your mouthpiece was just a terrible freaking move. Not because you were being controlling or not because you were being manipulative, but for people who are already going to cover this topic, you now make it feel like you're kind of buying people out. I don't understand how you don't see the big picture where you go around and sneak around and message people to cover something, how that doesn't end up looking when that information gets exposed, unless you did not feel like that information would get exposed. Again, I know what a lot of like MrBeast apologists are thinking, like Omni, he wants the truth to go out there, or he can't talk about it on his MrBeast channel or something. I don't know. I do not care, okay? This way of going around behind back doors to kind of push people as your mouthpiece is the exact type of behavior that people are calling you out on in other areas of your business. And the fact that you are not aware of this and how it keeps happening in every other aspect of your business, it feels like it's a pattern. And you can't just keep saying that you didn't know that this would be the result. Like, you can't keep doing it. Eventually, the patterns are going to say that there is an actual action where you are trying to control and manipulate people. MrBeast, Jimmy, I've talked with a bunch of creators in the background who were equally as pissed as me, well, way more pissed than me, because then they felt compromised, right? Like, imagine you like, hey, I can't wait to make this MrBeast video, and then MrBeast comes and messages you, and then finally like, oh man, now everyone's been messaging MrBeast. Who got messaged by MrBeast? And now you feel like you're behind one of those people where, like, if Jimmy's paying you or some BS, which I doubt he's paying anybody anywhere. Sure, he's probably getting people to push agendas more than likely, but now people are questioning it, and it's annoying because then it messes up with the YouTubers and then their audience, right? And if you mess around with like potential like me and my audience when it comes to me being objective, that's kind of where I put my like foot down like immediately. Usually I'm very chill, okay? But nah, bro, homie, you're not going to mess with the rapport with the audience that I've been establishing for years and years. We've been objective and fair and kind and truthful and transparent. So I'm a little, pet peeved about the situation. I understand how Soggy Cereal feels because he's being used as a shield. And I'm very curious to see how MrBeast covers this situation and talks in this Caleb interview. I really hope that Caleb in Oompaville is going to be harsh. Okay, I'm completely objective, right? Hit every single hard freaking question. Don't let up on the gas. I don't know what the stipulations are going to be about this live interview. Is he allowed to ask certain questions? Are they allowed to edit in certain ways? Is he allowed to rephrase? Part of me feels like this is going to be another way for Jimmy to kind of like, again, manipulate the narrative versus just coming out and speaking out and just saying what is right and what is wrong, right? That's that's quite literally it. These are the things that are correct, and I need to take accountability for. These are the things that are wrong. They're not true. They're misinformation, and here's the proof. And then we can move on, and then people can accept you for your flaws because obviously you have them because you're not a perfect person. Okay, so no one's expecting that. People just want the freaking truth. And to be honest, I'm a little gassed. I'm a little tired, and I'm sorry. I'm a little annoyed by this situation because I feel like it compromised me and a bunch of people unintentionally. All right, so that's the MrBeast situation in a nutshell. Sorry for going off on that a little bit. I'm really disappointed in my gang MrBeast, and yeah, we'll see what comes from it. I'll cover it with you guys. I'll let you guys know exactly what's happening as it continues to happen, and yeah, let me calm down. Let's get into some other news that you guys might be interested into as well outside of this whole damn MrBeast drama that never ends. But guys, before we get further in today's topics, I'm happy to announce that today's video is sponsored by dbrand. dbrand is a company that excels in making heavily customized accessories for electronic devices. Phones, laptops, gaming systems, controllers, AirPods. If you can think it, they definitely have it. Guys, the holidays are right around the corner. And if you're anything like me, you're probably scrambling around trying to find that perfect gift for friends, family, or let's be honest, maybe even yourself. Well, look no further because dbrand has you covered. Literally. Their grip cases give you that peace of mind whenever you're like texting with one hand or you're gaming on the go. And if you're just looking to like switch up the looks on your gadgets, their premium skins are perfect for adding a sleek and personalized touch. So guys, do you want the secret sauce? Okay, you want to know what makes dbrand the perfect holiday gift? Not only are you giving someone top-notch protection for their pricey electronics, but you're also giving them something that they'll use every single day. That means they'll think about you every single day. But also it's practical, it's stylish, and it's something they probably didn't even know they needed. And last but definitely not least, they have tons and tons of customization options, so you can make your gift just as unique as the person you're shopping for. So yeah, guys, what are you waiting for? You guys can make your holiday shopping easy this year. Head over to dbrand.com/omni and grab something that's for sure to be a hit. Trust me when I say, whoever gets one of these bad boys under their tree is going to love you for it. Again, that's dbrand.com/omni. And again, special thanks to dbrand for sponsoring today's video. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, we gotta talk about Johnny Somali. That's right, my evil doppelganger who seems to be getting the he seems to be getting his ass beat, and I'm very, very happy, both literally and figuratively. Okay, GRC Mod is saying the world's smartest man, Johnny Somali, makes another move. Streamer Johnny Somali could face even more jail time for playing North Korean propaganda in South Korea. Good. What's wrong with you? Good. What's wrong with you? Okay, I've seen so many clips floating around of this guy where he basically admits that he's a psychopath and he doesn't care about anybody but himself. I don't understand what is the benefit of just being a scummy human being, right? I get that some of us can be scummy behind closed doors. There's like evil within us and we try to suppress it. But what is the point? Is it just attention? Is it worth it to just go around and be a terrible person on a worldwide level? Imagine being enemy number one everywhere you go in the world because people recognize you. Why would you create this for yourself? Is it a fetish to be hated? I genuinely do not understand why this guy is doing what he does. And I hate the fact that he kind of looks like me. There's a little bit of similarities. A lot of people from South Korea came to the channel and say, nah, bro, you don't look like him. Or you guys might have some similarities, but don't worry. Come to South Korea. We'll have a good time. Okay. I'm already planning the trip to South Korea after Christmas. Best believe I'm coming, Korea. Okay. We're going to hang out. We're going to have a good time. All right. This guy, terrible. While he's in prison, we'll be out here celebrating outside his prison, drinking, having fun. All right, that sound good? Okay, hit me up. So what exactly did he do now in detail? Okay, this article from Dexerto saying Johnny Somali faces more jail time for playing North Korean propaganda in South Korea. The drama involving Johnny Somali, real name Ramzi Khalid Ismail, has been nonstop since the streamer entered South Korea, and now he's facing some serious jail time for his actions. For weeks now, Johnny Somali has been hit with numerous legal issues due to his stream. So far, the content creator has only been charged with obstruction of business for a chaotic convenience store stream, which, oh my God, that one pissed me off. Bro, I hate the disrespect towards women and older women as well. I'm really huge into respect, okay? My parents raised me well in that way, okay? So seeing this person clown an older woman, oh my God, like that one put a lot of rage in me. I know a lot of you guys felt that, but when you saw that clip of him being really rude to that store owner, to that woman, oh man, something in me started boiling, bro. Like, so I can't even imagine how South Koreans feel. As explained by law-based YouTuber Legal Mindset, Somali could be hit with more charges for blasting North Korean propaganda. And it said this post by Johnny Somali could earn him an additional up to 7 years in South Korean prison, particularly as the eyes of Seoul prosecutors are now watching his every move. Good. Get him, chat, get him, please don't let him go. I think the other day he was waving around an emergency passport. I think he goes around different countries committing as much issues as possible and then like gets the hell out. And I guess he never tries to come back, but please keep him. South Korea's National Security Act, especially in light of his repeated use of DPRK propaganda in public places, both online and in person. Legal Mindset further explained on his YouTube stream that it's crime in Korea to promote, propagate, or otherwise disseminate North Korean propaganda. If he was doing this as a joke once, they're probably not going to do anything about it. The problem is he has repeatedly done this, not just once, but multiple times. He played North Korean propaganda on the metro, on the bus, various places. He's gone all around making North Korean statements. And wrapping up, although Legal Mindset doesn't believe he'll be charged for being a North Korean agent, the National Security Act makes it illegal to distribute propaganda and try to start a conflict. Somali first got the attention of the country's parliament after he kissed the Statue of Peace, a monument meant to memorialize victims of sexual slavery by Japanese forces during World War II. The streamer was subsequently banned from leaving the country. And that's not all. Somali could also face 7 additional years in prison for using deepfake AI to depict himself kissing Korean streamer Bong Bong. However, despite all those potential charges, Somali is confident that he'll be able to leave Korea without doing any time in the slammer and return to the United States. my God, that's actually what I'm afraid of, guys. Part of me feels like that's what is going to happen, right? Like I feel like he is going to be able to get out because he's already done so in multiple countries, right? He's just created a pattern of going in, causing a muck, making a menace, making black people look terrible, you know, more and more, creating even more racism in the world, and then getting the hell out and just doing it somewhere else, rinse, wash, and repeat. It's one of those situations where you want him to, you know, F around and find out, but he just keeps getting away with it, bro. He keeps slipping. He's a slippery dude. So I don't know. I have a feeling he's going to get out. I'll keep you guys posted, obviously, as my evil doppelganger is causing him up. So I have a personal responsibility to keep you updated on this situation. But Jesus. And then over time, I'll go to Korea. Okay. I'll go reverse the damage. I'll go to Japan. I'll reverse the damage. All right. I will fix it. Don't worry. I will bring back world peace and restore faith in humanity. Okay. Relax. I got you. So ZD, and a lot of you guys said, I want an explanation of this, man. Are you a one-man podcast or not? I don't know what happened, but apparently like the you know what, the weekly recap that I've been doing with you guys got turned into a podcast. I don't remember changing it. I don't know if YouTube automatically did it. Spent 1,529 minutes listening to it in 2024. I appreciate you guys. You guys have been sharing this little thing that you guys got from me on Twitter. I just want to let you guys know I appreciate you guys watching me and hanging out with me. That's it. I love what I do and I love my audience and I'm here for you guys. Over the past 10 years of making this content, it's always been about me and you, okay? And just basically having as much fun as possible on this shitty earth until we all die. Another thing that you probably need to know, which absolutely sucks, Kurt said, Jaguar has succumbed to minimalism. Why do companies do this to their logos? It's so soulless. That's right. What do you mean, bro? Like, you guys know minimalism when it comes to the logos, where it becomes like, ooh, this animated, you know, cartoon or shape or whatever, and then it just becomes like the letter O, right? Times New Roman O, and that becomes their new logo. It keeps going like worse and worse in terms of just basically taking all the soul and flavor out of, I guess, out of design, out of a logo. And now they have taken the Jaguar out of Jaguar. Do you know how insane that is? That's like taking the Michael Jordan pose, you know, for the Nike Jordans, and then removing Michael Jordan, okay? Why would you remove the Jaguar? And it just says Jaguar? Ew, bro. Like, if Jaguars are really cool, why would you just make it around the word Jaguar and not somehow try to find some imagery of an actual Jaguar? I don't know if this is going to be a good move for Jaguar, but then again, I don't really know business in this terms of when it comes to creating logos. All I know is rest in peace to the homie Jaguar that used to be on your shoes all the time. I guess they want to get rid of it because, I don't know. Minimalism, bro. Maybe they'll do a reverse of it in the future and it'll start coming back and being creative again. Who knows? It usually goes in trends like that. Bitcoin is an all-time high. It's been a while since you've seen financed Omni. Okay, and I know a lot of you guys are like, Omni, I don't care about Bitcoin. I don't care about Ethereum. It's fine. Okay, you don't have to care about cryptocurrency. I'll keep it short and sweet, but I will inform you guys on what you kind of like need to know. If, in case you are curious, in case you want to make a little bit of money in dinero, or you want to know how this has an impact on the economy, in case you're kind of curious why like Bitcoin is about to hit $100,000 per Bitcoin after a couple of years back only being at like 20K. Let me just explain really quickly. But yes, Bitcoin is about to hit the all-time marker of $100,000. Here's the forecast really quickly. As you guys can see, literally less than 30 days ago, the price of Bitcoin was at $70,000 and it is jumping almost $30,000 in 1 month. That's a 40% increase. You guys, that is an absolutely astronomical number because the volume that is in terms of money being in Bitcoin is literally in the trillions. I believe the market cap, which is basically like how much money is actually in Bitcoin in terms of people have spent, has already surpassed things and currencies like silver and gold, right? It's quite literally one of the best performing assets and currencies in the entire world, and the entire world is getting in on this pie. To put this into more perspective, I just switched it to the year to date, okay? The same time here last year, Bitcoin was priced at 44,000. And if you go back even further, back in 2019, it was only at $7,000. Okay, so you guys probably know during the GameStop days and the crypto days, this thing has been going absolutely crazy. But going from $7,000 to this is a 1,219% return. It's absolutely insane how much this currency is growing. Big businesses and ETFs are now adapting it as well. You got this person named Michael Sawyer, MicroStrategy, who's literally gobbling up Bitcoin because it's limited using leverage, like literally borrowing money and then acquiring Bitcoin, which is absolutely freaking dangerous, but he's become a billionaire for doing so. So Yeah, there's a lot of reasons why this Bitcoin thing is happening. Okay, Donald Trump being elected as president was definitely a catalyst because he's very pro crypto, and I think he actually has a crypto space. He has Elon Musk on his board, who you guys know is very pro crypto as well, and owns a lot of Bitcoin and Tesla. So if Elon Musk is going to be doing anything in the government with Donald Trump, best believe crypto is going to have a very strong select place on there in order to secure his businesses as well. On top of that, with Bitcoin being accepted by big businesses and now being accepted by the government, it's becoming so worldwide big that people cannot ignore it. Okay, it's quite literally becoming what people said it was going to be 4 years ago. And so my guess is that this is not Omni advice, but my guess is that Bitcoin is here to stay. Sure, we might see a significant drop where it hits 100,000, it goes back down or something. But as you guys can see from the chart I show you, it does that all the freaking time. That's just how the currency of Bitcoin works. And then in 4 years, it jumps up to $1 million type shit. What I think this currency and this raise of this flag essentially means is that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency will only continue to get more popular as time goes by. The age of crypto, the age of AI, the age of all of this like future technology that you guys thought would be stuck in the past is now becoming real. It's not just here, it's already taking over. It's just going to take some time for you guys to realize that it's already been implemented, and people are spending billions on billions of dollars when it comes to this freaking market, which is why NVIDIA is one of the best companies in the Fortune 500 of all time. I think recently surpassing like Microsoft and a bunch of other companies as well. So yeah, in terms of investing or FOMO, don't have any of that. Okay, if you were like, oh man, I missed the market, I missed the bucket. Okay, just don't. Every cycle, every day, there is something that people miss out on, and there's always opportunities to get on something else, all right? So don't look at this stuff and get to the bottom of your stomach because you sold at like whatever. There's always money to be made, and you can never predict the future, okay? If you guys want more investing advice, I'd suggest to kind of do some research. I have a Patreon where I talk about like investing things as well, but I always tell people dollar cost average and be very boring. I'm a huge fan of Warren Buffett, okay? Where he basically just takes all his money and his cash and he pours it into like, funds that slowly creep over time that are guaranteed, like the S&P 500. Bitcoin, though, is something that helps you to leverage. It has more risk, so you can diversify your portfolio. So yeah, this is the nerd talk of Omni speaking, essentially. But yeah, Bitcoin's about to hit $100,000. And when it does, I'm very curious to see if it drops or if it continues to scale and keep going forward. My guess is that there might be a potential drop, but I don't think it's going to be the ceiling that people think are going to get. I think a lot of people are now here for the long run when it comes to Bitcoin. And my guess is that we're going to keep seeing it grow more and more and more. I don't think it's going to stop elevating anytime soon. But all right, guys, that's all I have for today's video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for making it to the end. Again, subscribe if you guys are enjoying the series. All right, like the video on your way out and take it easy. Brush your teeth. Don't get halitosis. And I'll catch you soon. All right, gang, y'all take it easy. Peace.